So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucy and today I'm here with my May book haul. It took me a while to think of that, mainly because I didn't do a book haul in April. But I have a stack of books that I've either received from publishers or bought on my lap right now, and I'm going to go through them all with you. There are some really exciting new releases that I can't wait to share with you. But first, I'm sorry if I look like I've got a bit of a sheen, but that is because it is like so hot in London right now, and summer in London is either raining and freezing cold or hot and humid as hell. So it is so humid I've had to close all the windows so that you don't hear like the London sounds of like cars, buses and sirens. Instead, we're just gonna sweat our way through this. Okay, so enough of the gross talk. Let's get talking about the books that I received over the last few weeks. Okay, first up is a book I've been hearing a lot about, and this is Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. This is out on the 14th of June. I believe it's already out in America right now, but this is released a bit later in the UK. So this is published by Pan Macmillan, and they kindly sent me a gorgeous proof copy. It's covered in foil, it looks really gorgeous. So on the back it says, "One day I will watch them burn," and it says, "An epic fantasy novel with themes of power and revenge from a talented debut author for fans of Sarah J Maas, Melinda Salisbury and Josephine Angelini." Basically, sounds right up my street. So this is very much kind of in the same veins as Throne of Glass, in the sense that it's about a princess whose mother is killed, and basically someone else takes over the throne and keeps her around as kind of like this prop and this disgraced princess, and then she has to really rise up and take back the throne. So it's really given me Three Dark Crowns vibes, but I think I'll really enjoy this one. It sounds awesome. So the next novel was kindly sent to me by my friend Sarah at Favour Books, and this is In Paris With You by Clémentine Bouvard. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Translated by Sam Taylor. So this is written by the same author as Piglets, I think it's called. That book had a bit of a moment last year. I think it's kind of like a romance novel, and this is very much in the same vibe. So this is told really interestingly. I don't know if you can see, but it's not kind of told in like traditional prose, but the format of this is really interesting. And it's about a couple who meet in Paris, and the girl is a teenager and the man is like slightly older than her, and then something rips them apart by the end of the summer, and then 10 years later they kind of reconnect. And it says here, "Let us not belittle this by calling it just a love story. A sparklingly intelligent, surprising, seductive novel from a groundbreaking new talent, one of the most exciting writers of her generation." So I like that kind of, I don't know, let's not belittle this by calling it a love story. I love love stories, so I would never belittle a love story. I just like love the illustration. I don't know if you can see like how gorgeous it is. It has such a gorgeous jacket, and this is just right up my street. This is like perfect for summer reading, so this might make its way onto one of my summer reading videos. Okay, so next up we have a novel that I bought when I went to go get A Court, Frost and Starlight from Waterstones a few weeks ago, and this is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So Madeline Miller is kind of like really hot at the minute in terms of like everybody seems to be reading her. For some reason I missed out on The Song of Achilles when it was released a few years ago. It won the Orange Prize in 2012, so it's been around for a few years now, and her next novel called Circe has just been released, which everyone's going crazy about. And what Madeline Miller's kind of doing with these books is kind of like reinventing Greek myths. So this surprisingly is about Achilles and kind of exploring his backstory. So this sounds well up my street. I'm a huge history fan. I love kind of Greek and Roman myths, and I just think this will be perfect. So I want to read this, and then I eventually want to get around to reading Circe, so keep an eye on my channel. Hopefully I'll get around to reading this soon and I'll be able to post a review of it. So next up we have the new novel from Holly Bourne, and this is Are We All Lemmings and Snowflakes, and the proof cover is especially gorgeous. It says #kindness is contagious. So I really like the whole kind of like messaging and vibe with this new book. And basically what I really love about Holly Bourne's writing is that it really presents mental health really well. I think she writes mental health really well, and she kind of just gets to the heart of things. And I don't usually read a lot of contemporary, especially in like the kind of YA genre, but I really like Holly Bourne's novels, and I think this will just be like the perfect kind of summer reading, so I'm really excited to get around to reading this one. So Are We All Lemmings and Snowflakes, the new novel from Holly Bourne, is out in August. Okay, next up we have a novel that was kindly sent to me from Titan Books. This is a YA retelling of Jane Eyre. I know, it's called Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. I have heard so many good things about this, and to be fair, I kind of like the American cover slightly better than this. I think this looks like very, I don't know, just very like kind of like Across the Universe, but that book came out years ago, so I don't know, it's a bit of a weird comparison. But yeah, I'm still really, really excited to read this novel though. Jane Eyre is probably one of my favourite novels. I adore that book. So it will be interesting to see how this is kind of done, like how the author tackles retelling Jane Eyre, and it's also set in space, I didn't mention that. Jane Eyre in space, so I can't wait to get around to reading this. It sounds awesome. I think this is already out, but correct me if I'm wrong. Still, I'm really, really excited for this one. Next up we have a novel that I've been anticipating for quite a while now. This is Only Love Can Break Your Heart by Catherine Webber. So you might have seen, I think like start of last year, I actually interviewed Katie Webber for my channel. Her debut novel, Wing Jones, was one of my favourites of last year. And this is her new novel, so I actually can't wait to read this. This is actually a breakup novel, so I've not actually read a lot of breakup novels. I'm feeling that this will be heartbreaking, but also very, very beautiful. Katie's writing is just stunning, and I love her a lot. I think she's a brilliant writer and she's a lovely person, and I can't wait to read Only Love Can Break Your Heart. So this is released on the 2nd of August, so make sure you pick it up then. I will feedback and let you know what I think of it when I get around to reading. And finally, one of my most anticipated novels of the year is Warstorm by Victoria Aveyard. So this is the 4th and final book in the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard, and gosh, I can't believe we're actually at the stage where it's like the last book in the series, because I've been reading the series since 2014, you know, I kind of read them as they came out, and I actually did the paperback publicity for Red Queen in the UK, so this series is very, very close to my heart, and Victoria is just a lovely person and a bloody brilliant writer, so I'm really excited / terrified to read this. I also pre-ordered the special kind of like Waterstones edition, which is signed by the author as well, which is lovely, and I just thought I'd kind of like pre-ordered this edition, especially because it's the final book in the series. So I will let you know what I think of this. Hopefully I'll be able to do like a recent reads kind of roundup video or something, kind of like giving you my thoughts on all the books that I've mentioned today. But I'm very excited about this one especially, and I just can't believe we're at the end of the series now. Let me know if you've already read Warstorm and your thoughts. I'm sure there's some like shocking details in this, so no spoilers please, but I can't wait to hear your thoughts. So guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're excited about any of the books I mentioned, please do let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!